Hey everybody, this is Seth from Coming Out Tarot. I want to do a new thing for this YouTube channel. I want to chat about what the Coming Out Tarot forecast has meant for the week. And if you're following me on Instagram at Coming Out Tarot, you'll see a weekly, at least weekday, coming out of the tarot closet forecast. Coming out forecast. The effort is to give you insight into what the challenges are if you're coming out, no matter what you're coming out about, what the action is you can do to best that challenge, and how you can be more mindful during the process. So I'm going to do a quick review of what the themes were for the last week. There was a lot of stuff going on over the last week, especially there was a lot of things to physically do. Sometimes there's things where you just got to think about it, but there was a lot of things to do, and there was a lot of internal work going on in order to be prepared for coming out, because there was a significant transformation happening. The week started with death, and that meant it was time to refresh and start something new. And the internal changes that were going on were creating this strong foundation to have the courage to accept your calling, whatever it was you were about to come out about. That calling is that hope or that state for the future of where you'd like to be. And those internal changes were creating the foundation so that you had the strength and the ability to face any challenges that were going to come during the effort to reach that calling. So a couple themes that came out around obstacles. The transformation was nearing completion. So the fact that the week started out with this complete shift of who you're meant to be was a fascinating place to be, because sometimes you can get stuck in that. Well, what was interesting was that transformation had started earlier. We were just recognizing that it was there, and that transformation was nearing the end. So at the end of the week, and especially now, since it's Saturday, it's the 9th of June, you're going to need some reflection time on what that transformation was, where you were and where you are today. So if you have time Saturday or Sunday, take some time to reflect on what that transformation meant to you. The actions that were being taken started the process. I wish I could read my notes. Started the process, and it's time. It's time to turn the corner, because your true identity is calling. So all of those actions that took place this week helped you round a corner so that you could be ready for that calling you're trying to reach. The thing is, just hold on to your identity. If I had to pull that into a nutshell, remember, all that internal work gave you a sense of who you were and what your identity is. Hang on to that, because that's true. It's actualized, it's real, and it's meant to guide you through into this state of where you're headed. And the mindfulness exercises, there was a lot of doing things, writing something down, thinking about something, but primarily anything that you've written down would be especially useful in reflection time over this weekend. And if you haven't, I would encourage you to write or document your journey, because the mindfulness was recognized or was realized in a lot of Earth cards. So I would encourage you to write or document your journey, what you're thinking, either what you've done or what you're thinking, because it'll help you organize your thoughts. And there was, when I show a picture of all of these cards, there's one that looks like it's missing. It's because the Queen of Pentacles, or the Mother of Stones, actually showed up twice. And so she's in the bottom row of mindfulness cards, but she also belongs in the empty space. So that state of actually manifesting through effort, like organizing your thoughts, writing them down in a journal, is doubly important for this week. So I would encourage you to do that. So just remember, those internal changes that you're going through to create the foundation to have the courage to accept your calling is a pretty powerful event. And I want you to recognize all of the work that you've done to get there. So take those moments, reflect, and honor that space for yourself.